So I learned about the importance of believing in others early on in my academic career. As a kindergarten student, I was pretty cute, won't you agree? I was into sports, the athletic type, the first to run outside for recess. I also finished my assignments rather quickly. That led to a little social activity in the classroom. I was the type to have my own meet and greets during the middle of class, which became a little disruptive. Then one day in 1993, my teacher, Miss Rosenthal, sent a letter home that was 26 words that changed the trajectory of my academic career. Read this letter with me. So naturally, once my dad received this letter, he was upset for two reasons. He was concerned at the fact that I got out of my seat 23 times consecutive days. And secondly, the fact that Ms. Rosenthal did not intervene. Throughout my childhood and even now in my adult life, my dad keeps this letter in this Ziploc bag, sealed airtight, keeps it stored, will not let it go. So I wanted to do some investigating to see why this letter was so important. So I gave my dad a call, and as you can see in this picture, the letter might be accurate. I couldn't even sit still for 2 seconds to take the picture. Let's see what he had to say.
But she had sent me a note home about you being out of your seat outcast so many times, which was interesting, the timing of it. But I pointed out to her that maybe that's more of a reflection of your giftedness because you're probably bored of what she was doing.
Gifted? Me? Gifted? The kid that gets out of his seat? The kid that pretty much was a social butterfly. How could I be gifted? That led to a broader conversation throughout the school year. My dad would tussle and advocate for me to have that opportunity to really sit for the exam. He just wanted me to sit for the gifted test, to give me the potential. He believed in me. However, that was not the norm at my school. It was built around a community in which, quite frankly, minority students didn't have that opportunity to be enrolled in gifted classes. And then, finally, in late September that year, the day came. The day that I took the test. When I took that test, my results showed that I was not just at the minimum requirement, but I was far above that. So it was a day of glory for me, a day of glory for my father. However, many kids don't have that advocate. In fact, in our country, just out of every 10 students enrolled in gifted classes, just one of them are African American. And more so, out of every 10 African American students, the majority of them are female. So it wasn't Ms. Rosenthal's fault, because quite honestly, according to the numbers, there's a high probability that I wasn't just bored, I was just being bad. So I challenge you to think about the Darrens that you've had in your classroom, the kids that were active, the students that got up 23 times, if you were counting. I also want you to think about how you can be a change agent in your classroom to change that narrative when you can start believing all of your students to succeed.